So moved.
Second.
And seconded. Those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, motion carried. Review fees, $3,943.75.
Move approval.
Second.
Those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Next item on the agenda passes. Next is the regulated drain maintenance fund of $240.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moving second, those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, motion carries. Review those figures. Mr. Maloney has already reviewed them. There are some of them that are pretty far out of whack.
I had a couple questions on, and prior to the meeting, we did talk some. 491 Stevenson Watershed, that's a highly agricultural area. I don't know what the assessment is per an acre, but 1912 versus $338,000, that's a 177-year payback. So if there's some things on this that are anything over 40 years needs to be looked at as far as reassessment, and it needs to be done quickly.
We did give Banning Engineering a whole list. How many years ago was that, Tiffany? 5 years ago, and we can go back to them, or we can go with somebody else.
No, just tell them to amp up, especially look at those. Which ones are they, Jack?
Oh, I got Glen Arnold, Elias Lovett, Stevenson Watershed, even the Martin Dugan, that's up in my neighborhood. But I think that's been reassessed. That's it. I think that's around $10.
It has.
And
But look at the ones that are most egregious out of line, which is.
Pine Creek Village, that's
We did, and I
a
gave
bad one.
Banning the list of it several years back, the list of the ones that really needed to be focused on for reassessment.
You know, like Preston Estates, we did all that work. And there's several houses in there, but we paid back $4,332 with what we have owed, that's 30 years. If that has to go up to $150 per lot, so be it.
The ones, if they're agriculture, this is my opinion, if they're down there at some of those ridiculously low figures we've had in the past where they're 9 cents or 12 cents an acre, they need to be raised, but we need to go modestly because, as I was telling Brad before the meeting, that agriculture, we're not making any money. At $11 soybeans, we don't make any money. Input costs are tearing us up. My point is, we could raise it some, but don't go, because some, like, when agriculture was doing well, we raised, Burnell's.
It's cyclical, so
Yep, it is.
we're in a low spot now,
We're in another
so
place.
don't get too excited about
Yes,
it.
right,
Now,
okay,
we did give them that list.
okay,
So we'll get back with them and
yeah,
tell
get back and
them.
see what, yes, please.
And the drains were paid them for some initial work on those.
Right.
The ball was just dropped.
Well, like I say, just focus on the 2 or 3 most egregious ones. Next is acceptance of the auditor's report.
Move to accept the auditor's report.
Second.
Moving second, those in favor of that motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carried. Mr. Stillwell?
Did they vote on the?
Oh,
Yeah, you want a motion to pay those, don't you?
Yeah, we need a motion.
sorry, for the GDIF, motion to pay the improvement.
Pay what?
The loan payment
The
on
reimbursement.
GDIF,
Oh, okay.
sorry.
Move for approval of the reimbursements.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Further discussion? We've already had the discussion. Those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And then opposed, motion carried. Wishes to be heard.
I'm here. I didn't want to just come here just to give him a ride.
Didn't think we were gonna get off that easy.
Yeah, Mike Starkey, Brownsburg, Indiana. Hey, I just had a couple of questions. Are we done with the deal with the trees being removed up there at School Branch? Or are we
I'm
moving on
scheduled
from
to have
that?
them all taken out of their property
We have done work on the upper end.
Yeah,
On the lower end, the drainage board had suggested Bob Barr
okay.
create a community and committee to talk about it. And I called Bob 2 or 3 times, and he really didn't get that started, so it dropped. It's
So
up to the
Mike,
drainage
is this
board.
what you and I and
Well, I
Nick
mean,
and
from,
Bob Barr
you know,
right out there?
from 1,000 all the way to Maloney Road, especially from 750 to Maloney Road.
Remember we had that big
You
discussion
know,
over there?
across the room, you know, taking all the trees out up through there.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
Well, and the reason I asked is because, believe it or not, I'm gonna go on the township board next year.
There you go.
And with that being said, is there easement on each side of the school branch to 75 feet? Is that what it is?
Top of the bank, 75 feet.
75, yeah.
Is there an issue, would there be an issue if we would consider putting like a 1,000 to 750, a walking path on the easement or a bike path at our expense for the township funds that we have? Because we're trying to figure out how we can turn around with the funds that we have to give it back to the community.
I think, Mike, there's going to be a path along the Ronald Reagan when it extends up to 1,000,
Okay.
if that is.
Well,
any-
no, I'm talking about, okay, around St. Malachi, there's a concrete sidewalk right now, okay? And if we can,
You want to bring. you
run
wanna
it around
extend it.
the property, where the youth sports is,
Yes, yes.
to have it going on the
Down
east
at
side.
700.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the east side of School Branch, all the way to 750, would there be, and therefore, we wouldn't have to purchase any easement or property, I should say. Could you put those paths on the easement that you guys have without requiring a purchase of the property? Or how's that work? Or you don't have to answer it
I think
now.
we can figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, for the betterment of the community,
Okay, let's hear
As
from
long as it's
Tiffany.
not
why wouldn't we?
Okay, let's hear from Tiffany.
Mike, are you talking about, sorry, I don't want to blind you, are you talking about on this side of the box?
No, I'm talking about south of 750.
Come down.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Too
here's,
Too far.
is this,
There we go.
this
At
700,
1,000.
there's 750, here's St. Malachi.
Yeah,
So are
right
you,
there. And then go around on the east side of School Branch.
or come this way.
Yeah, go around and then go up this and head up there. Because there's,
You're not talking about over to 900, you're
No,
talking.
no.
You're
I'm talking about the east side of
making
School
it
Branch, yeah.
Through.
Right.
Okay, I see.
and then eventually, I would like to see personally, north of 750 on my property to have some type of a conservation mini park of some sort to go on up the Maloney Road, but that's way down the road. And the reason I'm asking that, because when we're having these, this construction of the extension with on 900 and everything, we have a lot of bikers out there. And those bikers are gonna be like, okay. And I don't want them in my front yard. So it would be nice to have an opportunity for those bikers or walkers to go around that square there instead of having to contend, because they're not gonna be able to go up 900 or Maloney Road.
They're,
So
will
therefore,
eventually be able to go right up by the Ronald Reagan.
I understand
on
that.
there.
Right, yeah, I understand that.
Right.
So, which is great. I mean,
Yeah, right,
I think it's
right.
awesome. So anyway, I didn't know if there's an issue, because we're trying to get our heads together to figure out.
There's a biker right there.
Is that right? Okay. There we go. But it's gonna be something I just wanted to ask, if that would be an issue. Because Martis bought sewer easement already, and, I thought, well, the county has sewer easement, and then if you have the drainage easement, then we wouldn't have to worry about purchasing property to put the path on, so, anyway. That was my question.
I don't.
I wouldn't object.
A
The
couple
other
things to
thing,
think about.
any path you construct has to be ADA compliant, though, I know that.
Couple things to think about. The drainage board only has the right of way. easement in and out. Secondly, that right-of-way can be used for spoils. And so the drainage board has to be able to get in there and do work.
Yeah,
Pathway could be beat
Better
up.
access.
right.
And I don't, in the past, I'm gonna lean on Greg about the legal aspects.
All right, let me ask, who is the property owner? Are there one or multiple property owners?
Well, the Hessians have the properties just south of St. Malachi, and then St. Malachi.
That'd be the two property owners.
And then the youth soccer would have that where it starts. And the youth, based on the youth soccer,
It's gonna be over here.
Right.
well, no, that's baseball and softball. The youth
Well,
soccer
well-
has this right here.
Well, I mean,
Right
the
across
whole,
from Mike.
the whole thing goes like.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. But we were talking about, putting a parking lot right here for people to have to access to for the walking path. But right here would be an ideal parking lot that we can put in. And I was talking to Steve Patterson, the trustee of Lincoln Township. He said that west of Brownsburg they're overrun with people wanting to practice soccer, and they're actually parking on the street on the county road, and he's having a big. So with that being said, if we could kind of relieve some of that, actually on Jack's property, just finding these kids to play, practice. If we can put a soccer field in for them or something like that, just to kind of relieve what Brownsburg's had to put up with west of town on their soccer fields.
They proposed the soccer field, but the problem was there was no place, there's no sewer. And so the health department shut them down because they wanted to use portalets. Well, IDEM rules wouldn't allow that many portalets
That many people.
for that many people. And so we haven't heard from the soccer group in a while because of that.
But remember, they're supposed to install the sewer line
Right.
this year.
Maybe that's what they're waiting
And
for.
I'm just looking for the future,
We opened the bids for that 2 weeks ago.
for the future. I'm not talking about like tomorrow, I'm talking
Yeah.
maybe next year to consider doing that. And we're just kind of put some ideas together to,
But you're talking about putting the bike or walking trail in the easement?
uh-huh. And I was concerned about, okay, is there gonna be some liability there for
Yes.
insurance and things like that?
Yes.
Is that the county
No,
involved?
no.
That would be the township?
Yes.
Okay,
We have to have an agreement where you'd indemnify us if anybody sued and hold us harmless and defend us in the lawsuit.
so we would have to cover with some insurance in on that.
Yes.
That's fine.
And
Okay.
we can only give you the right to encroach on the easement. We can't, you still have to get the property owner's permission.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
we can't grant you that on that property.
Maybe that's
Okay.
why Michael's not here today.
Okay. Well, I just want some ideas and that's kind of, we're trying to figure out something.
Mike, I have lacrosse, soccer, flag football.
I know you do.
North of my grain bins,
Yeah.
and that's only 2 acres,
Mhm.
and they have $1 million liability rider on that. I don't let anybody practice unless they have an insurance certificate
Okay,
on that.
yeah. Well, it's just like on our farming, when we rent ground, we
Sure.
always have a, indemnity.
I'm not gonna be held liable for some kid breaking his leg out there.
Right. Or somebody riding a bike and crashing a bike, so. Okay, that's all I want to ask.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
Anyone else under wishes to be heard?
Yes.
Jeff?
And by the way, he wasn't there.
He was not.
Because he was in India, I believe.
Yes, I mean,
Something, probably missions, I would
no,
imagine.
no, actually just traveling, sightseeing.
Okay, but anyway, Jeff was the 2025 Leadership Hendricks County Leader of the Year.
Oh, very good. Congratulations, Jeff.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's very good. Very good.
What's up, Jeff?
Did you get my application? I sent a for the.
Probably.
Permit, application and the
Probably.
plans. Well, we are going to be constructing the trail through Maplewood this spring, in fact, hopefully really soon. Shannon McCullough's got the contract to do that. We will be crossing the Jasper Fisher legal drain as part of that construction. And so I filed a permit request for a legal drain crossing permit. And I'm simply asking as a nonprofit to waive the fee for that. It's typically for a commercial entity of $500. And I was just simply asking to waive, if it's possible, to waive that fee. We're just trying to stretch our dollars as far as we can. We've got a number of other things coming up this year. We're building a bridge over Barnett Ditch, which you should also be receiving a permit request for soon.
I've talked with Jeff Banning on one, is that the eaves of the Barnett?
That's the different one. That's another one. That's the Eads
okay.
Ditch. It will be one to
Okay.
cross also later this year
Okay.
if possible. And then, and what we're calling Unknown Creek. We've not been able to find a name for it on the maps or even on Beacon, but anyway, there's a creek a little further west that we're potentially going to want to build a bridge across later this year, or at least get the engineering done for that. And so we have a number of things coming up. We're trying to stretch our dollars as far as we can. We have some American Rescue Plan funds left and some money left over after our next level trail project in Marion County that we're going to be trying to apply to all these things in Hendricks County. So just a small request.
I
Jeff and I-
have no problem with it.
Jeff and I have talked. Now, precedent-wise, the Drainage Board has never waived the permit fees and crossing fees. You have waived application fees to the Drainage Board.
And that's $250 instead of $500.
Yeah, and then review, the permit fees and the review fees, you've never waived those.
I can see why there.
So that's
You're
precedent,
just asking for the
permit
permit
fees.
fee.
Now, the application fees, I'm assuming you're gonna waive those when they come through on the Barnett, if there's an application. But permit, yeah, permit and review fees.
Jeff, we need you to introduce yourself, name and address.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeff Smallwood, 4716 East County Road 100 South Avon. I'm with the B&O Trail Association.
Thank you. So they're actually, you have a permit
Two
fee,
different fees.
three fees, right?
There's eventually an application fee.
How much is that?
Well, that's usually $1,000 probably, but you normally have been waiving those for nonprofits,
Okay.
For the application.
for application fees, the
Permit
drainage.
fee and the design fee.
Permit fees through the surveyor's office, you've not waived those, or the review fees when they come in with an application. So the permit fee is just to cross. That's not through the drainage board, that's through the surveyor's office. The application fee and the review fee is when they bring the project in and you all review those, Burke reviews those. You've not waived the review fees.
My personal opinion, just my personal opinion, I could be in favor of waiving the application fee, but not the other two. Because those are critical engineering. And where's the, remember when we went out there on Justin Coleman? Where are you crossing the Barnett, Jeff?
West of 100E. It's about a half mile west of 100E.
Well,
This is Maplewood.
that's,
Coleman's
here.
Coleman's on the land on the north side of the
Right.
corridor there.
Yeah, that's right.
isn't there?
Right there.
There's bridge abutments
Yeah.
on either side.
Right.
And there's a bottom in that that's really causing us issues.
Yes.
They're
But if
gonna
you
build
take
a-
that bottom out, I think the sides are gonna fall in.
I think, Jeff, weren't you gonna put a metal structure over the Barnett?
Yes.
So it's not gonna have a bottom to it.
The engineers feel that the abutments are adequate to use, the old abutments. And they'll be putting a steel beam bridge over the top of those, the plan.
That would be good.
That would work.
Yeah, that would work.
Have you
And I know
talked-
Justin Coleman has expressed to me, to what you're talking about, that the bottom of that is, I guess it's a little higher than the upstream land, and so it creates a bit of a
6 to 8 inches.
pooling there.
Yes.
I don't know that our plans involve any dredging of that.
That would be the drainage board
You wouldn't have to
anyway.
do that.
No, that wouldn't be in your
Now, after Jack and I, the only thing, with Jack and I, after we looked at it, and neither one of our engineers were just farm guys, but they could cut a small channel, like 18 inches through the concrete to allow the water, but we're not sure what that would structurally do to the whole thing.
So I don't know how deep that base is.
We don't, yeah, we have no idea.
You're not gonna touch that, you're just gonna use the concrete foundation to
Yes.
build your bridge.
There's some chipping and wear on the very top surfaces of those old abutments, so they were planning to do some reinforcement of that.
And who's Banning doing?
No, that's Kurdziel Barker. They're a bridge engineering firm. They specialize in doing historic bridges, but they do any kind of bridges.
Dave, didn't we, when you gave us the schedule of fees for things, didn't we look at that and talk about having a different fee for not-for-profits or reducing something, or am I dreaming that? And if you say I'm dreaming it,
We
that's
talked
okay.
about putting it in there to waive the application fees
Yeah.
on the nonprofits.
Yes,
Yeah, I think that's,
That was it?
yes,
Okay, but not the engineering side?
no,
No, got it.
not the
And you're
permits.
saying the engineering side is $1,000?
Yeah. The engineering, so that's the application fees to the drainage board would be $1,000, which you've been waiving for nonprofits. The engineering review fees
Yeah.
are whatever they come up with. There's no set amount there.
Okay.
And then the permit,
And
cross-
who does that? Is that
Christopher
Christopher
Burke.
Burke? Okay. So, but Christopher Burke works for us,
That's
the
right.
drainage board.
That's right. That's correct.
So maybe there could be a discussion with them when they do something for a not-for-profit.
You can
you
certainly
can
have
ask
a
them.
discussion.
Okay,
Yeah, you can have that discussion.
okay.
I'll go ahead and I'll make the motion that we waive the application fee only.
I'll second it.
Further discussion?
I put in there that we need to talk to Christopher Burke then as well.
Those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, and none opposed, motion carried.
So just to be clear, so I understand, I've submitted this thing.
Okay.
It sounds like there are other steps to it.
There's
I'm
other-
not
well-
following.
So, right now, you're just requesting this crossing
Yeah, right there.
right here,
Yep.
which is fine. When you get to the west side of this,
Oh, okay.
that's when you're gonna come through the drainage board, and talk to us, apply to the drainage board with your engineer and his design as you go west,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. And then how soon would we have an answer on the one that we're immediately concerned with?
Yeah, in the next couple of days.
Okay, because they're chomping at the bit to get going and
Yeah.
sometime soon.
That just
so-
goes through my office,
Okay.
what you're doing there.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Anybody else? Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye. Meeting is adjourned.
Mark might have to.
So basically anything over 100,000.
Yeah.
Do you
Let-
want,
Whatever.
whatever, yeah, because that's what I
Jeff,
gathered,
you
was
go.
most of these are like over 100.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you just want to?
It's really not.
You want to talk to me? Oh, am I in trouble?
No, I get it. Well, because those are the ones that are only counting little.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying. They're all got little.
There,
This may not be the time to.
well, I did see your email. You sent that back in January, I think.
So
If
if
we
you,
could, we'd have a lot better outcome.
No,
okay.
no, it was,
On this for
Yeah.
high time. Markets are better and everybody's.
okay. Well, I mean, I think that would be, wasn't
Yeah,
typically
yeah, I think so.
the
Get out of there.
decision
I'm
on
trying to think
on
now.
assessments
I've
come
slept.
down to the vote.
It has to
So
go- it has
do
to go
we-
through any time.
You don't.
I know, I mean, I know it has to be a notice, a
Yeah.
hearing
Well, we had
and
talked in
everything,
the
but
office
prior to
about
that,
Yeah.
And then
we
you
gather
sent
the
me some
information,
information
bring
right
it to you
after.
and say, we wanna do this,
A
and then
video or
proceed
something.
with doing all of the
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it's there hasn't been one done since I've been here, 2 years.
I
I think
think
the
so.
last time it was done was a while back, like a reassessment.
It,
So I
it
know
was
it's
down
quite
your
a
alley, I
thing
know that, that
to
was
do
something you were very
From
interested in.
banning, but
Yeah,
I mean,
experience.
I
You
keep
sent
getting
it
brought
to
up
me.
every time we send them the
Yeah.
assessments because it's just.
Yeah.
Is the,
So,
Beacon
yeah,
Shore-
yeah, definitely,
solid
Yeah.
If you go
yeah.
back to.
And I'll
like,
mention to Dave, I'll see what he wants to do about
2016.
how to send it to you guys, present that to you guys.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Maybe. We'd have to talk to Clint, he's GIS. I don't know how they do that. If they keep a memory of the old parcels, I don't know.
I think the girls in the assessor's office told me that they, or the auditor's office.
I mean, it should be a very short.
They would take screen prints and save them because they
Just run it by
changed their-
Yes.
We did some right-of-way vacations in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
And screwed some stuff up and they had to undo it, redo it.
That's possible. I know they have, the old plat books have that, but that's, goes back to the 1980s.
Yeah.
Forward, I mean, backwards from there. You can, you want this?
That would, unless you're, oh, were you done?
I'm done now.
Okay, okay.
You can have it. It's all yours. Well, I didn't think that drainage board would go that long. There was more discussion than I thought. Sometimes when you don't have much, they find things.
They definitely gave us some homework.
I like the
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks.
the trails. I noticed when I came down today that they got the trail cleared out pretty well, so. looking
They're
forward to
working on that.
Yeah.
They have, yeah, when they get to 39, go west, no one can come back to us.
We were talking about the trail.
Yeah.
They've got a really serious
It's not just you.
Please stand. Welcome, everyone, to the Hendricks County Commissioners meeting on February 24th, and those of you that are looking in online, welcome. Join us in the pledge and a word of prayer. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we pause and thank you for your grace and your love to us. Give us your wisdom as commissioners and staff in Hendricks County to make decisions that are beneficial to the people that live here and those that visit us. Give us understanding and cooperation one with another. And Lord, we pray for our nation and actually the world as well. A lot of unrest, a lot of terrible things that are happening that I know do not please you, but that hurts mankind as well. May we somehow find peace and understanding. And we thank you that we can know peace through Jesus Christ. We pray in his name. Amen. Amen. Thank you all for your attendance. Chair would entertain a motion for the minutes of our February 10th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Approval of the claims, we received those, thank you.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the claims, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Bless you.
Thank you.
Mr. Ayers, we have a bridge bid.
Yes, we do.
Will you close the bids, Denny?
Pardon?
Officially close the bids?
Oh, sorry. Chair will officially close the bids at this time. And Mr. Ayers will open the bids up. John, let us pass this document around.
You keep score at home.
Right.
This is for Bridge 49, which is on County Road 350 North over White Lake Creek. First bid is from HIS. $927,731, $927,731. Next bid is from EMB Paving. Sorry, my fingers aren't working.
Need to borrow my glasses, John?
No, I just need
Okay.
stickier fingers.
All right.
$1,000,67 $1,000,67. Next one is from Reeve Riley. $1,108,751.87. $1,108,751.87. Next one is from Force Construction. $911,323.50. $911,323.50. Final bid is from Superior. $737,564. $737,564. So we would like to take those under advisement, bring you back recommendation in 2 weeks.
Thank you to all of you who bid on this, and as John said, we'll take those under advisement, and we will bring back a recommendation. Next item on our agenda is, John, is the agreed findings and judgment for right-of-way purchase.
Yes, this is for a condemnation case, a right-of-way case that we were pursuing in court, and the defendants agreed to a settlement offer, total amount of
115,000.
Yeah, yes, we had deposited a certain amount in court, and we need to, that gets withdrawn, and then we pay them the. So Greg's not here to word it right, but we request your approval of that. Agreed findings.
Actually, I think Graham in
Graham, yeah.
their office is the one that represented us on
Correct.
this.
Yeah,
So-
he handles our right-of-way cases.
So the chair would entertain a motion to approve this right-of-way settlement with,
So moved.
Second.
been moved and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay. Thank you. Stacy Ware. Stacy, hi. How are you today?
Good, how are you guys?
We are good.
Good.
Thanks.
Just here for fourth quarter
Yeah.
NDOT claim,
Transferring money again.
transferring money.
Yeah.
We appreciate you and your money.
This is for Sycamore Services, and the amount is $187,240.
For approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Thank you.
Thank you guys, have a great day.
You too. Thanks. Nikki. Professional appraisal services for the assessor's office.
Yes, I'm back
You are back, yes.
with a little better understanding, so my apologies. But yes, this is actually for a service contract for our commercial and industrial reassessment, our new construction, and then the annual adjustment and the ratio study for the county complete. So I do actually have a contract for you guys to sign for Nexus LTD, who is the company that I've been dealing with now for the past many, many years, and would like to continue to use them for their services. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer
Question,
those.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Nikki, I'm not questioning your judgment, but are there competitive bids for that sort of thing? Because I've heard from other counties about a huge gap in services and what the costs.
I did get another bid. It was a $10,000 difference. To me, that wasn't even worth considering because of the years of experience and my relationship with them.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. I know what you're referring to, and that was a big gap,
Yeah,
but that's not what we're talking about here.
okay,
So,
okay,
okay,
thank you.
you bet. So can I just give this to you guys to,
Sure.
and then,
Chair would.
Move for approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
thank you.
Opposed? None. So we will sign this later and
Thank
get
you.
it back to you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Nikki. Next on our agenda is comments from the floor. Anyone here that would like to make comments? Of course, Mr. J.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. Jake Thompson, 7722 Quail Creek Trace in Pittsburgh. You may not know that I'm a member of the Medical Reserve Corps here in the county. I got a email a couple weeks ago from Jeff saying my background investigation was due again. Apparently, they do want to review every year, but in looking at the website where I'm supposed to submit my social security number and other information, I thought, this is a third-party site, something.io. I work for Health and Human Services. My information's been hacked out of their servers. I was a contractor for the VA. A couple years later, I got a letter, your information got hacked out of them. So going to another place, Linda got a letter last month
something with Blue Cross or Blue Shield. Now her stuff's on the internet somewhere. So I'm wondering, I just talked to Deputy Sheriff over here, and he says that they do background checks in-house for you guys. So I'm wondering, maybe I would like to continue to serve the community, but I don't want to expose this information unneededly. So if maybe you can look at having them do those background checks for the health department as well. So otherwise, I'm going to have to go turn in my ID card, my hat, my shirt to Jeff once I get done here. And the other thing, I was in Putnam County earlier this month at a meeting with public safety officials. Their EOC building is about the size of your room here. You know how small we have. So when you're planning your future government expansions, if that would be something to consider, a bigger EOC, it's interesting to note that, you know, we have 2 people for what, 180,000 maybe on our EMA staff. There was a study done recently in the after-action reports from the LA fires from last year. And Chicago, I think, is one out of about every 3,200. Of course, they got everybody's condensed there. They probably need more hand-holding than we do here in Hendricks County. So just to give you an idea.
I'm not sure we want to model after Chicago.
No, I wouldn't say,
Quite
but it's
frankly.
interesting. So San Diego County is interesting because I lived there for a while. They're one for every 76,000. So, you know, where Putnam only has one, but what are they, 35,000 or so. So it just, I think we've been pretty lucky on natural disasters, but when it hits, we're going to need some help. So
We've had a few.
and the last thing is, I don't know if you're aware that our 911 centers took down the internet feeds for our police and fire radio traffic for what's called a quality review, I believe is what I've heard, and I didn't know how long that was going to take. I don't know if you guys, okay, because I know overall you're still using the advisory board, so it'd be interesting to see how much longer that's going to happen. So,
Okay. All right.
thank you much.
Thank you. Any other folks? Yes, please. State your name and address.
Sure. My name is Carl Denny. My wife, Michelle Denny. We're the property owners at 10671 East County Road, 200 North. I approached the board today and respectfully would like to talk about beautification of our county. I've been a lifelong Hendricks County resident in my life. I've graduated from this county. I've seen a lot of change in this county. Recently, I've been reaching out to the highway department in regards to unsightly debris that's been on the side of the road, specifically at 200 North and 1050E. Many years ago, the county purchased this land, part of this land, from me and my wife. Over a half acre you purchased so you could put a new bridge in. I didn't oppose that. We came to agreement. But now that there's a massive amount of debris along the side of that road, I respectfully reached out to Highway Department, spoke with Mr. Ayers and his staff, and been told forcefully that we're not gonna pick up the trash. I asked whose responsibility it is to pick up the trash. He acknowledged it is the Highway Department's to pick the trash up, but we're not gonna do it. We don't have the resources to do it. We're not gonna do it. Hard stop. As a taxpaying citizen, I'd like to approach you respectfully and ask that you reconsider that in an effort to beautify our county, in an effort to do what's right. I'm not the owner of that land, and it's the county's land. It also, I would like to say, it promotes other drive-by folks in their car to encourage them to throw the debris out the road when they see debris on the side of the road. Oh, that must be a good place to throw my debris. Versus if we take a little bit of time, allocate a little bit of resources for this debris, I think it would help our county be more beautiful, and it's the right thing to do. Having said that, I respectfully ask that you reconsider your position on picking up debris on the side of the road.
Okay. Thank you for your comments.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I talked to Mr. Denny. Casey also talked to Mr. Denny, and what I told him was, and he's somewhat correct in what I told him. He asked, who is responsible for the right-of-way? I said the county is responsible for the right-of-way, maintaining the right-of-way, whatever that entails. But as part of that, we also have to set priorities on what maintenance activities in the right-of-way take precedence. And in reality, and he says a little bit of resources, the problem is it's not a little bit of resources. I mean, we've got 750 plus miles of road. We simply don't have the manpower, the staffing to devote the time and the crew time just to pick up trash. We pick up large debris mainly because that's more of a safety hazard, because that's one of our primary responsibilities. And so when we're setting priorities to maintain the right of way, which is ours to maintain, whatever that entails, yeah, the priority, if it's a car body or a mattress or, you know, something that's dangerous, we will go pick that up. And we had that discussion. However, as much as I would like to be able to pick up the beer cans and pop bottles, that's something we just don't have the time and people to do. There are programs that you can set up, adopt a roadside programs, get volunteer efforts to do that, but it's not something that we have the staff to devote to doing. I mean, it's just the reality of it. So we can discuss other options if you'd like, but I don't think that's, right now, current staffing, this is not something we can do full-time.
If I may rebut.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Respectfully acknowledge the engineer's position and his allocation of resources. When I made the request, I recognized that it was a low priority request. And I said, if you could just respectfully put it on your list way down the road, I would acknowledge that. But as a taxpayer, as a lifelong citizen, this is to be told no. And I'm gonna go a step further and say, this is more than just right-of-way property. This was purchased property by the county. This is almost like a park in regards to you purchasing the property. Now what you do with it is really up to this board and this department. And to have the mentality, we don't have time to pick up trash and beautify our county. My rebut to him was, not everybody in the county is calling you right now, asking them to pick up 700 miles worth of roadway traffic or trash. I am. I'm sure you're not having many more requests like this. And his response was, well, if they see us doing it for you, then we'll have to do it for everybody. Sir, it's the right thing to do. You own that property. If I was, as a property owner, if I was to allow trash to accumulate on my property, I'm sure there's standards, I'm sure there's laws to where somebody would come to my property and say, hey, here's a citation. Hey, this isn't right. You need to clean up your property. So I'm asking the county to do the right thing, pick up that debris when it can be scheduled as a low priority request and do the right thing for the county. I told him I felt like 200 North has been a kind of a forgotten area to begin with, and he disagreed with that. Living there, I can tell you that the county, it's a struggle to get the county to come and cut trees back. It's a safety hazard leaving my driveways. Every year I have to call the county to ask them to remove some of the trees that's on the right of way, because my wife and I are sometimes scared to leave our driveway because traffic is really flying up 200 North. So I won't go on a tangent. I appreciate the position of the engineers department. I thank you for your time today and listening to my request, and hopefully we can, like you said at the beginning, collaborate as a group and come to a happy decision for everyone and the county as a whole.
We will talk about it. Appreciate your comment.
Thank you very much.
Bob, go
Mr.
ahead.
President, what's the address?
Yes, sir. The address is 10671 East County Road, 200 North.
What size of parcel are we talking about?
We own a 12-acre parcel,
How much of this parcel does the county own?
half acre.
Half acre.
So you all purchased, where 1050 comes in, you purchased some of that land coming around 200 North, going to the east for that bridge expansion repair, and it goes almost to my mailbox.
The bridge is on 200,
Yes.
just east of 1050, and we had to buy around the corner because we did some improvements there at the intersection.
So
we will talk about it. How's that? And
I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time today.
You are welcome. Thank you
Thank you
and
for
your
bringing it
wife
to our
for
attention.
coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yep. Anybody else from the public like to make comments? Okay, elected officials. Any elected officials? Okay. Staff reports. Mr. Ayers.
Most of mine is updates. number 3 there, we're taking traffic counts right now to see if there's things we can do to mitigate some of the hazards there with that detour route at 800.
There was a suggestion by a resident that I need to send to you, and I'll do that.
Okay, I've talked to NDOT too, about what our options are there at that intersection.
And, I mean, it is what it is, so, yeah, but doesn't mean we can't
Part of the
consider things.
right.
Right.
One of the things we need to look at is how the traffic from the school there to the west, what the timing is on that related to the peak times on 267. And I don't think they're going to overlap. So I think there's going to be a little bit of a reprieve there. I think perception hopefully is worse than what it's really going to be. But we're taking counts right now.
And John, that's, I'm sure you're aware, that's in that whole area as well where proposed housing development going in.
Yep.
And
Yep.
everybody
South
up
side.
there is nervous or upset about all of that as
Right.
well, so, yeah.
Yes, sir.
It kind of all goes together.
Question, Mr. President.
Yeah.
John, so I think maybe we discussed this before, you didn't believe that this rose to the level of a runaround?
No, you mean a temporary?
Yeah.
No.
Because White Lake's so deep and
Yeah, and the cost of doing that is very high.
it is.
And no, we don't typically run that math on a county job. On state jobs, you usually do the math and you look at, vehicle miles and hours and the time it takes to do a go around and you analyze all that and do a cost benefit analysis. We don't typically do that on county bridges because I don't know that I've ever seen one where it was cost beneficial to the community to construct a runaround.
The only thing in this, as you know, Danny, living there, that turn on 267
Yeah.
is super dangerous.
Right. One of the suggestions is to put up a temporary signal, but that has risks as well because the visibility is not good on 267.
Right.
So one of the questions NDOT had was, well, how far away can they actually see the signal head if we were to put up a temporary signal? So I'm not sure that's going to help anything, but we're analyzing that now. The schedule is to close it next Monday. We're still on schedule to do that. We'll analyze that this week. The counters get pulled Thursday morning and we'll look at the numbers, see if there's something there that works. And as we get into it, we'll monitor it and make sure there's not issues.
If NDOT could just do something to, it doesn't have to be a temporary signal, but maybe a temporary signal that
Some
flashes
signs.
yellow or something
Yeah.
for those southbound people on 267.
Curve,
That's the dangerous part. If they could do something for that, that would help.
Yep. Item 5, so this has to do with the community crossings grant. We did not get approved for the funding we applied for early this year. There is a Senate Bill 179 that's restructuring that and putting some more money back into it. What exactly the final version of that's going to look like and how they're going to distribute that money, I don't know. But there's a possibility, in my opinion, a good possibility that we will get some community crossings funding. And I don't know how exactly that's going to look, but it either could be in the form of asking for a new application. It could be in the form of just approving what we already turned in for and funding what we've already submitted. One of the keys is going to be to get things to bid quickly, like it always is, because there's a limit on when they can spend the money. And so one of the keys is going to be how quick you can get a bid set up. So I don't know. I don't want to set a date yet because I don't know if they're going to require a reapplication or not. But I don't know, one of the things I'd like to consider is maybe signing a notice to bidders without a date on it. And then when we know at the end of this week what that legislation is going to look like, we can go ahead and set a date. I don't know if that's kosher or not.
That would make sense.
Legally. Okay.
Yeah,
I would like to do that, and that way we're ready, and when we find out how they're going to distribute the money, we can go ahead and advertise.
and my thought is because of the timing and our council's involvement downtown and so on, you could get a hold of Graham and ask him. That would be fine from his standpoint, and we would, I'm sure, be in concurrence to move ahead and do that the way you outlined.
Okay. So I think to keep our bases covered, let's go ahead and sign one
Oh,
without the
okay.
date filled in.
Okay. Pardon?
Go ahead and do a motion contingent upon us getting the funding. And if
Okay.
we get the funding, then we'll set a date for the notice to bidders.
Somebody want to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Just what Mila said?
Second.
Right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
We're not,
We won't put a
we've
date
got
in
legal
there.
counsel sitting here, we're not extending ourselves out here.
No, because it's only if he gets funding. If he gets the funding, then we'll set a date for the
Okay.
notice bidders, so we're contingent upon that.
I'm not afraid.
My guess is Graham will say fine,
Okay.
but that's a guess.
Item 7, we'd like to make a couple vehicle purchases
Sorry.
for the highway department. We do have budget for those. Both of those pieces of equipment are on the Sourcewell QPA. I'm waiting on confirmation on the mowing tractor. I do have a contract number on the bucket truck. My number on there is wrong on the bucket truck. The bucket truck price is actually $168,943. This is a smaller bucket truck on a 1-ton chassis. It allows us to get into subdivisions, be a little more limber than our bigger truck. Plus it provides a backup. And then our mowing tractors, we're kind of hard on mowing tractors. They're constantly needing a lot of maintenance. We've got 4, plus 1 or 2 with a boom. And we're 2 mow trims and 4 regular mowing tractors, so we need to replace one of the mowing tractors.
Do you have the grapple truck back going?
Yep.
If I might ask, how much did it cost to fix it?
From,
Somebody hit the axle.
the axle.
13?
Wasn't bad as,
Oh, that's not bad then.
wasn't bad what it was.
Okay.
Right, the number, it looked like it's gonna be a big number.
Yeah, thanks, Casey. Thank you.
So the chair would entertain a motion to approve the purchase of these
So moved.
2 trucks.
Second.
Actually, they're not trucks, a truck and a tractor, sorry. It's been moved and seconded to approve these purchases. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay.
A couple things I did not get on the agenda. One is we did receive responses to our bridge design RFQ for 2 structures. And I'm assuming, as in the past, you want one of you guys to be the lucky person that gets to review them and score them along with members of my staff. For design of 2 new bridges.
Oh.
RFQs. We got 11 responses.
I've been doing that, so.
I have the packet downstairs. I'll bring it up after the meeting.
Yes, you did. All right,
I forgot.
ready to go. All right.
So one other update real quick. I'm talking to Morgan County and the data center developers down there in the Monrovia area about how their project's going to affect Keller Hill Road. I'm getting a little frustrated because they still are not committing to much. So I'm pushing them a little bit. Morgan County's pushing them. We had a meeting yesterday.
When you say you're pushing the developer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, to commit to what exactly they're gonna do. Right now, the schedule is they're gonna have plans to us on what they're gonna do to the road by the 1st of July. They're doing pavement cores right now. But in the meantime, their construction has started and they're using the road.
Yeah.
So, one of the things to keep in mind when they do the work to Keller Hill Road that they're gonna have to do, and that's both in Hendricks and then into Morgan County, they're gonna have to do some widening and some reconstruction, whatever that looks like. And they're asking to be able to close that for probably 3 months, and I think that's probably the best way to do it. Otherwise, we're looking at 6 months to do it under traffic. That road's not terribly wide. It would be a nightmare to do it under traffic. Now, they're a little confused on how that's gonna coincide with their construction traffic and their truck traffic. So we had a very confusing phone call yesterday where they're saying one thing, but then they're saying something else. So they're trying to get with their contractor and figure out what their timing is gonna be. The other thing that they have to work around is NDOT's gonna be reconstructing, putting a roundabout at Keller Hill and 39 in 27. So all this is gonna, so I don't know, the traffic down there is gonna be awful for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But just wanna let you know I have agreed that when they do the road construction, it's probably prudent to close Keller Hill. We've closed it before. We've replaced a culvert there out towards 39 a few years ago, and we had to close it then for 2 or 3 months. So it's been done before. So it's not pleasant, but it's the best way to do it.
This is Keller Hill, is that just
County
right
line.
there at Ted's?
Yeah, going east from Ted's. And then one final thing, and then I'll shut up. Last week, Commissioner Dawes paid for a luncheon for the highway guys for their
Very
way they handled
graciously.
the snow emergencies, the snow situations. Staff did a great job. They all did a really good job taking care of that. And we're real proud of them, and we thank Denny for rewarding them with lunch.
Thank you, Denny. Sorry I couldn't make it.
They appreciated it.
My wife and I were glad to do that. Yep, you guys have done a good job, and out in some of this weather is not much fun, and we appreciate it. So, yeah.
They all did really well.
And there was one item that they really liked on the menu, and they ate it up quickly, so. So, you're welcome. Thanks, John. You didn't have to do that, but thanks. Anything else? Todd, any?
Most of my items are just for your information, with the exception of item number 3. It's regarding the
Yes.
potential appointment of the new animal shelter supervisor, Christy Roberts, to the NCAG board. You could either do it now. I believe she's planning on attending the meeting this evening.
Move for approval.
Second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded to approve Christy Roberts
She'd be a non-voting.
as a non-voting member of the animal, I'll call it the Animal Shelter Advisory Board. But anyway, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay. I saw her here earlier.
Hiding in the back room.
Oh, she's hiding in the back. Christy, you want to step out here so everybody can see you? Why are you hiding in there? Nobody bites out here. There we go. Everybody, if you don't know Christy Roberts, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad you're here.
Thank
Thanks.
Glad to be here.
Anything else, Todd?
Unless you have any questions about any of my items.
Just for Brad and Bob, on item 5, on Todd's report, he and I discussed that at length, and I told him to move ahead with it in a certain way, and so he is. And I've also talked with our council, who understands what we've done and is fine with that as well. So
I'm in agreement with the direction you provided.
yeah, thanks. Thank you. Anything else, Todd? Anything for Todd? Okay. Doug, you want to say anything?
Well, I'm just gonna, just for, my 2 items were updates, but just to kind of touch on item 1, the phone situation.
Yeah.
It was a shock to us because we've made all of the considerations we could internally to try to prevent any phone outages, multiple internet connections, but who would have thought a service providing vendor would have went completely down? We've not gotten an after action advisory of what exactly happened, but we do know back on the 15th, Sunday morning sometime, their internal infrastructure crashed big time. Again, nothing's been stated. For a service provider to completely go down and not be able to provide a redundant backup solution within 24 hours, let alone almost 38, or it's almost 48 hours, leads me to believe it's probably a cyber incident. They're just not stating that yet. They probably don't have to yet, or probably keeping it down. But yeah, the phones, Tippecanoe County uses this vendor, City of West Lafayette, Hendricks Regional, Plainfield, I think Plainfield Schools. The only one I know that recovered was the hospital, and I've got some information out to them to kind of find out what exactly they did. But Tippecanoe County, the IT director, I was speaking with him, he said that their jail notified them Sunday morning that their phones were not working. We didn't get an actual clarification until Monday morning. We were lucky that it was over a weekend, a holiday weekend, so we didn't experience as much, but we went all day Tuesday without phones operating at 100%, and it wasn't until very early Wednesday morning when they came back. So anyway, that's kind of, we have a contract with them through 27. It was on our to-do list to start looking at it. Obviously, that's moved up a little bit higher on our to-do list. We're going to start reevaluating options probably a little bit later this spring and start really looking at other vendors, just because this was an incident that should not have happened. So that was just a quick update for that. Other than that, that's all I have.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doug. Mr. Paul Webb.
Most of my stuff's just things that's getting wrapped up. We've got the building at the fairgrounds is, our end of that is pretty much complete. The fairgrounds maintenance, they've hired Charles Fish Concrete to do some flat work out there for them, and they're using their electrician that does their stuff at the fairgrounds anyways to get it all wired up. So once they're complete with that, then we can get them voting machines moved and move along. The government center roof is complete. I gotta fill out that paper, get that warranty paperwork with them this week. And the elevators, the west or east elevators should be complete this week on the modernization. The adjuster will come in and do his fine tuning probably next week. And then it's a state inspection and they'll be done. So other than that, things are moving along.
Question, Mr. President?
Yes.
I had a complaint, Paul, that the building where the voting machines are going, and you can tell me if this is true or not, there's insulation overhead, but no insulation in the walls. Your opinion. Is that true?
I have no clue.
Because
we put a ceiling in there and insulated the ceiling.
Yes, that's what.
But the walls were already covered. I have no idea what's there.
Because our heat
And we
bill
can go and
could
find
up-
out.
Would go up exponentially if there's, would you just check that out, please?
Oh, yeah.
See if it's true.
Sure. Because we can get them to insulate the walls. I mean, they
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's not insulated, it should be insulated.
Blow them, either one.
Yeah, no reason to.
This complaint came from somebody who should know, so just check it out,
Okay,
please.
sure will. Sure will. Thanks.
Paul, don't step away yet, okay?
Yeah.
You gave us a letter, and we received that. Appreciate your service to this county and what you've done through the years.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
No, we appreciate it very much. I know maybe some of the things that have happened haven't been exactly like you would like, but we appreciate all you've done. We do.
Yes,
well, thanks.
And
Thanks. Like I said, I've enjoyed my time here. so.
and we wish you the best. And
Absolutely.
we may think of some way to give you a call occasionally and figure out how to thank you for that. So
You won't have
all
to
right.
meet with me on Sunday at the animal shelter. There's the stalker.
Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you bet.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Yes, we can't say anything directly to our county attorney.
No, we
but
don't want to talk behind his back either.
But we're not in public, so.
True.
I doubt if he's listening. Do you commissioners have anything?
I do not.
I do not.
A couple of items. We will, how do I say this? I've been in discussion, we've been in discussion with the State County Commissioners Association over a bill in the legislature that could affect home rule on a lot of things. Heard about an hour ago.
Yeah.
That with all the amendments that are taking place on that, the State County Commissioners Association is now neutral on that bill. So I have let our State Senator Brett Clark know that, and he will vote accordingly. So that's a good thing. That's a very positive thing. Appreciate that a lot. The other thing we've been, just for the record, we've been working with Milo on what she's doing in her job description and all of that. We should, for the record, hear back on March the 4th on that. So that'll be good as well. I think that's it. Anything else from anybody? Okay. I will adjourn the meeting. we will call our, oh, are we ready? Yeah, we are.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ready.
We'll call the Hendricks County Board of Finance meeting together. We'll start February 24th at 9:30. Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance.
Third time's a charm.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, John. Thanks a lot. And I sincerely mean that.
Didn't sound genuine.
It did not. Okay, we need to elect officers.
Yes, so we have to elect the
Who
officers.
are the old officers? The same as they are with the commissioners, I guess?
Pretty much.
Move for approval.
All
What
right,
are
I
we
like
moving to
this.
approve?
We-
Dawes as president.
I like it.
Gentry as, let's see.
It doesn't matter. We
So
just-
Brad
Just
as
a member.
vice president and, hold on.
And then Bob is a member,
Okay,
and I'm the
and
secretary.
you're the secretary, so that was the
Yes.
motion.
Yes.
That is the
All right.
motion.
And it's been seconded, and all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. And we approve the minutes
The
of the
minutes from-
28th of January 2025.
Yes.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
I'll pass mine around because it will need to be signed,
All right.
please.
All right.
Ooh.
Dawn, do you submit this to, when the State Board of Accounts does the audit and stuff, do they look for this or?
Sometimes,
Okay, but
Yeah.
maybe not.
yeah,
Okay,
it
just
just,
depends.
if they pull it
All
that
right.
year.
All right, good.
And then the next is just the statement of interest. Thank you. They dropped, we
Yeah,
lost
they're
a
gonna
little,
drop
but yes,
again.
they
So
are,
then
they
you just need
are,
to
but,
have more money to make the same.
yeah.
So when I looked at this
I looked at it, I was like,
and.
and I appreciate the year over year look, you know, that
Yeah,
Yes.
thinking about the wealth of like counties, but individuals, et cetera, and if you have a lot of money, how much you can earn with that. And those that, meaning counties and or others, but I mean, Hendricks, we have done really well.
We have done really well.
Yeah, so, and you are to be thanked.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you and your staff.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, next
Do
is,
we need to do anything? Do we need to, like, approve this statement or anything? No?
acknowledge
Or,
old business.
yeah, statement of interest.
Interest,
earned.
yes.
Yes.
yes,
We
here,
acknowledge
I'll
that.
pass that around. We gotta have a motion to accept the policy. Here is the actual policy. That is
What is the
just,
policy?
Our
Very
invest-
conservatively.
Our
yeah,
investment policy?
Greg,
Is that what you're talking about? This one?
and then, but that is the actual policy. That's the last page, Brad, but,
Okay,
Um,
okay,
yeah,
Hold
Greg,
fast
Greg
on it.
goes over it
yeah, okay. And he has,
every year, and
he
he
has
is,
looked at it. He told
Yes.
me before he left, he said, I've looked at that.
All right.
yes.
Yeah.
Please, we just need a motion.
We
To
need a
approve
motion to.
Move to approve the 2026 investment policy.
Yeah.
Second. Yeah, I seconded it.
And moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
And then the last thing really that I have is just the approved depositories, and I always just, Benny can just sign it. You don't have to. That's the last page again, sorry. I just like for it to be signed that you guys acknowledge that you did see it. State Board of Accounts thing.
Oh, Indiana Board.
And we gotta have a motion to approve the list of depositories.
Do we have a list of those?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's in my
Is
head.
that this?
No,
We
all have it
It
on the
is,
back.
keep
it's
going,
in the back.
keep going,
Keep going.
right there.
There you go.
Sign this.
Yes, please.
Here's those back to her.
Thank you, Brad.
So the chair would entertain a motion to approve the list of depositories.
So this is a list of the depositories,
Yes.
but does it mean we have money in each one of those?
No.
No.
Is it just
Where
where
you
you
can-
could put?
It's
That's just where
she
it can be
could.
put.
Why would we put money in Illinois?
They're just approved. We wouldn't.
We
Yeah.
wouldn't.
She got her, the
We
money in
would
like
not.
5
Why
or
would we
6
take 'em
banks,
off
that's
then?
it. I said,
Yeah.
I mean,
Here's my interest rates.
If you want
Wanna
to.
know.
yeah, I do. Thank
If you,
I figured.
if we want to take something off, is that okay or not?
If what?
If we want to.
These out-of-state ones, Champaign,
let's-
Chicago.
That, it's a state,
It's
it's,
approved through the state.
Okay.
yeah, it's approved through the state.
Whatever.
It's a state.
All right. So the chair would entertain a motion, or did we do
So
that
moved.
already? It's been moved by Bob Gentry,
Second.
second by Brad Wicker. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
There's, she just handed me that.
That's all of our interest rates as of today. Not for the
Wow.
investments,
They've
that's
dropped,
just our
but-
bank.
Those are even lower than what I can get
I am shocked.
because of the
on,
amount, I would guess.
Yeah.
Possibly, yes.
I'm shocked that State Bank is so low. Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
been like that for a while.
Yes.
I keep,
Yeah, they don't. they
I
can't-
keep
they
on
can't
them,
place
but
it.
they
And then they
can't.
have to loan it out into the market,
Mhm.
and that's
Yeah.
too much. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
you
so
had
we
over
just watch,
42 million with North Salem.
yeah, we
That's a
just,
big number for a small bank.
it is.
They like it because they're more
Yes.
active than some.
They are.
So this is the interest rate, or is this about?
That's
the
the
interest rate.
interest rates for each bank that I have money in.
Right now.
Yes, right now.
It's the equivalent of what you generated $12 million.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why do you just feel safer spreading it out like that?
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
It's not insured, I mean, after the first 250.
Because remember in '08 when the bank, or when Union crashed?
Yes.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
watched a documentary on that the other day.
You did? Yeah.
Did you
Well,
watch that?
no, I have not watched that, but
It'll make you angry.
It was
we
all
had
second
all of our
mortgages out in
money.
California and Arizona. They
Yeah,
got
we
just
had all of our
smoked.
money in Irwin Union.
Did you really?
We had to, poor Nancy, she was treasurer at the time. And we had to hurry and get all of our money, so we didn't lose it.
Somebody got hurt. I mean, when
Yeah.
banks go broke, somebody gets
Yeah,
hurt.
absolutely.
Whether it's the FDIC or individuals.
So we just try to spread it all out. It's not even per se, it's just
Well,
all
then it's some degree
spread
of
out.
relationship. I mean,
It
the
is.
more local you can keep
That's
it, the
right.
better it helps our entire community, because they're gonna loan it back
You're
to
safer.
Yep.
guys like me.
Yep. Yeah,
Because
we
the salaries of those guys who, Goldman Sachs and those type places that went,
Yeah,
they walked away with tons of money. And the interviewer would say, don't you feel any guilt of that? No answer.
What was that
Wow.
special called?
yeah, what was it?
As,
It wasn't just on our own unit.
Inside Job. It's called Inside Job.
Huh,
And it is a documentary. It's not,
on what?
where did I find
Probably
it?
Amazon or Netflix or.
Prime or Netflix or
No, it
something?
was.
Paramount?
Where did I find?
Watch The
it
Big
might be
Short.
there.
We'll tell you the same thing, only a little
Yeah.
more dramatized as The Big
Uh-huh.
Short.
Yeah,
That-
And they're actually interviewing the
Yeah.
guys and who, the Secretary of the Treasury under George Bush, he basically said, he's sitting there nodding his head while these guys asking him the questions. And he said, well, the controllers out in the field, weren't doing their job,
Oh, wow.
then what's your job?
Right.
And your job to oversee them?
Wow.
Because as Brad said, they discovered, people were, when they dug down in, who got the loan? It was a dog. Sometimes it was a dog named Ralph at this house. Where's Ralph? Ralph's the dog. And that was the residents they listed, and they formed a loan. And all of us guys in agriculture, we're talking like, there's no way this is working. There's no way. We're saying, well, we know what this
You
guy
need to
makes.
start naming your dogs and cats.
But we knew pretty well what Joe was making, what his wife made. How are they borrowing that much money?
Right.
And we were told they would get a loan for back then, $180,000, and then 30,000 of that was just over. So they could have taken that 30,000, which I learned from Adam Steerwalt, you can do that with GO bonds. You can turn it right back and pay it right on the principal. They went out and bought a motorcycle or a car or a TV. And Tim Griffith, he was a trustee, or still is a trustee at Middle Township. He said, I'm afraid and that's exactly what happened. The people.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was
So,
stressful.
do we have any new business?
We don't.
Okay. Any wishes to be heard? Okay, we are adjourned.
See you in a year.
Thank you. Yes, in a year.
Tim?
Tim's next. Here, I'm gonna move.
No.
Oh.